Every man deep down knows he's a worthless piece of shit. A small handful of scum that is SCUM, Society for Cutting Up Men, can take over this country within a year. By systematically fucking up the system, selectively destroying property, and murder. Males, like the rats following the Pied Piper, will be lured by pussy to their doom, will be overcome and submerged by, and will eventually drown in the passive flesh that they are.
Solanas, I think that's enough.
I hate men. I can't abide them even now and then. Of all the types I've ever met within our democracy, I hate the most the athlete with his manner bold and brassy. He may have hair upon his chest, but sister, so has Lassie. Oh, I hate men. Valerie Solanas was a radical feminist and author of the 1960s and 70s. Her knack for rebellion showed itself quite early on. As a child, she would write insults for other children to use on one another and sell them for a dime at school. Pennies or nickels or dimes, we live in perilous times. I don't ask you to treat me nice. I'm not asking for friendly conversation. I'm not asking for paradise. All I'm asking for is change. And she didn't stop there. When she attended the University of Maryland, she hosted a call-in radio show where she gave out advice on how to take down men. She then went on to write her Scum Manifesto and complete her most infamous feat of shooting Andy Warhol. In 1967, she gave Warhol the script of her play, Up Your Ass, about a woman who was a man-hating hustler and panhandler and who ends up killing a man. Interesting. She hoped that he would produce her play, but he later claimed to have lost it. When she demanded compensation for her work, he offered her a role in his film, I, a Man, for a whopping $25. She took the role, and a year later, she headed to the factory to shoot Warhol because she believed he had too much control over her work. Upon arriving, she was told that he would not be in that day. So, she rode the elevator up and down for 3 hours, waiting for him to get in. He finally enters. Well, here it is, 5 p.m., the start of a long day's work, and here we are, both of us, the feminist and the jerk, somewhat well acquainted, not very much to say, but I can hear our two little minds ticking away. Now I'm thinking, I hope that this will hurt him a lot. And he's thinking, hope she's not getting off in my stop. Now I'm thinking, he really is a bitch. And he's thinking, I think I've got an itch. Then I say, and he says, well, it's been a long day. Well, it's been a long day. The doors open and she follows him into the factory where she... Miss. Then she takes the elevator back down to the street. Well, it's been a long day. Well, it's been a long day. She turned herself in later that day. At the trial, she told the judge she wanted to represent herself. The proceedings went as follows. I hated Andy Warhol more than I could possibly say. He was a real autistic guy, sensitive, a painter, but he was always trying to destroy my career. He'd go out every night trying to destroy my career. And along the way, he lost my script, tried to make me an actor, and ignored my calls. I guess you could say I shot him because of autistic differences. He saw himself as alive and I saw him dead. The dirty bum, 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 bum. The dirty bum, 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 bum. He had it coming. He had it coming. He had it coming all along. 'Cause if he used me and he abused me, how could you tell me that I was wrong? He had it coming. He had it coming. He only had himself to blame. If you'd have been there, if you'd have seen it,